Hello everyone, myself Arshanti Kotikar. My presentation topic is on subculture. I am presenting this topic with Shahid Gungi. Meaning of subculture. The members of a specific subculture possesses beliefs, values and customs that set them apart from other members of the same society. It is distinct cultural group that exists as an identifiable segment within a larger, more complex society. There are subculture division and consumption pattern in India. The influence of culture is inevitable in our societal living. However, within a larger society, there are subsystems of values exhibiting variations in behavioral pattern. Marketers have begun to segment larger societies into smaller subgroups that are homogeneous in relation to cultural values. The individual of a specific subculture vary in their consumption patterns. They show variation in lifestyle, financial viability, food preferences, reading habits, purchase of specific brands in a particular product or category, purchase time, store patronage, etc.
Types of subcultures. Based on the varying criteria, there can be different types of subcultures. The important subcultural categories are nationality, geographical location, religion, race and caste, gender, and age. From a marketing perspective, these could also be discussed as market segments, which need to be studied and assessed carefully before deciding on a product or service offering and formulating a marketing mix for a particular segment. Nationality. Subcultures could be based on nationality. While we are all Asians, we are distinct with the respect to culture and are different in terms of language, customs, and traditions, etc. Thus, we are classified as Indians, Burmese, Nepalis, Pakistanis, etc. Geographical location. Within a country, we could be different across geography, climatic conditions, regions, and terrains and density of population. This is more so in cases where the country is large and borders spread across a huge population occupying a vast territory. People tend to develop regionally affinity and identification, and this gets reflected in the food they eat, clothes they wear, interests they perceive, etc. They constitute as distinct subcultures, and people across such subcultures are different to each other. For example, we can be classified as North Indians and South Indians. As consumers, our needs are different and would translate into various wants. For example, differences in food habits and demand for puri sabji, paratha, idli vada, etc. Differences in clothing and demand for cottons and woolens and silk. Religion. People also exhibit differences when it comes to the religions that they belong to. Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Parsis, etc. are all different from one another and have different values and beliefs, customs and traditions, etc. As consumers, they make purchase choices and purchase decisions that are influenced by the dictates of their religious leaders, scriptures, and holy books. In fact, many products or services are symbolically and ritualistically associated with religion. For example, as per Islam, non-vegetarian food must be halal, and this itself comprises a huge segment that marketers across national boundaries are catering to. Race and caste. Culture and its components also vary across race and caste. Rajputs, Pathans, and Yadavs are all different from one another. Such racial subcultures also impact buying behavior and consumption patterns. Gender. Because gender roles have an impact on acts of behavior, gender constitutes an important cultural subgroup. Males and females across all cultures are assigned different traits and characteristics that make them masculine and feminine. They also perform different roles in society and are two distinct subgroups. It is true that gender roles have got blurred, and both men and women are performing such roles that they did not perform earlier. Product usage is common to both men and women. Age: infants, kids, teenager, and adults, and the age may all be looked up as distinct subgroups. They have different values and beliefs, and all this impact upon their priorities in life, daily lifestyles, activities and interest, fashion and accessories, food and diet, etc. Receive varying priorities across the various subgroups. uh, for example, an aged person would prioritize health and go in for nutritious home food as opposed to young man who would prioritize work and go in for fast food. Today, we see a rising trend amongst kids, adolescents, and the young towards junk food, and they constitute a lucrative segment for restaurants providing fast food. Thank you.